Om Shanti and good evening and welcome, soul to soul. And we're going to talk about this really lovely, sparkling, glittering soul. So these are very shiny words. And I was thinking, why are we having such shiny words that we don't really speak like that usually? But the energy of the soul is sparkling. And we're moving towards the festive season, where everyone has sparkling lights, and we're all attracted to sparkling lights, shiny things. We love it. And so we love it so much, it makes us feel happy and it makes us feel safe. But these are things that are outside. And so we can still feel very, very sad and disheartened. And we've forgotten that inside our forehead is sparkly, glittering energy. The energy of I, the soul. And so we look to see, do we have that power of enthusiasm? We have to encourage ourselves to be enthusiastic about who I am, who I, the soul, am. I have sparkling energy in the center of my forehead. And could I encourage myself to be able to wake up every day and see if there is an opportunity to share this sparkle? How would I go about sharing this sparkle? How could I do this? It's to do with our thinking. If I could feel grateful and full of anticipation for the possibilities of the day ahead. And to encourage ourselves to create an attitude of possibilities. Not difficult, really. Not to get disheartened, but say, no, this is possible. I have sparkling energy. That's a very good foundation. Then this will enable you to fly forwards in your effort to be more peaceful and loving. So actually the energy of peace is incredibly sparkling, and the energy of loving is dramatically sparkling. So if I was peaceful and loving, it's subtle. It's not going to have like sparkles coming out the center of my forehead, but the energy in my thinking and the energy I'm putting out would touch people's hearts. They would feel there's definitely something of comfort here, of safety here. So, we could create that comfort and safety for ourselves inside our own selves, and that would shine out to touch the hearts of our friends and family. The sparkling attitude makes the journey sweet. And it's not a dry life. When we look at ourselves as a soul, it's not so what, I'm a soul in the center of my forehead. It's amazing, incredible energy. The energy of the soul. And if I could have this kind of enthusiasm that I actually have the ownership of this energy, it can transform challenges into something quite light-hearted and entertaining for us. And it can make a storm into a gift, like, oh, here's something quite awkward, but let me stay peaceful and loving and remember I'm sparkling energy. Because a storm is dark energy, And if I can see it through the eyes of the self as a soul, then I'm looking through the spectrum of sparkling energy at the dark energy. So this is like amazing, actually. So this can make something huge into a small thing. So not to be too daunted by things that turn up in front of us. So encourage the self to have faith in the power of our thoughts and our connection with the one above, the divine. If I could encourage myself in this, I would be doing very well. And it's essential for this to have daily meditation, and everything then can become shiny and fresh, with chances to change things from dark into light, to change things for the better, for everyone, for the self and everyone else. It's absolutely spectacular, actually. So to make new recordings for myself, because you know we record everything. Everything that happens is recorded on this energy, this sparkling energy of the soul, whether it's dark or light, it's recorded on the soul. And we've recorded a lot of dark energy. And I can record over this darkness and bring a bit of a shine. Even if I'm a bit tentative about a lot of this, I can take a bit of a chance and say, well, I'll do something. So it's amazing how I could transform something heavy into something lighter. So everything becomes better with chances to change for the better. You understand that the law of life is nudging and pushing you back to your natural state of peace, because it's natural to be the light. This is what you originally started off as, the light, shiny energy in the centre of the forehead. And peace is our original nature. It's our original power. Because you are peace. It's easy to check yourself when you see you're a little bit fazed by something, so you're getting worried, you're not so peaceful. You can check yourself and go, don't go there. Do you prioritize peace? Think I have to be this no matter what? What's the point of getting worried? What's the point of getting upset? Yeah, you still act as normal and go on with your life in a normal way, but inside you go, don't get too upset by this. So do you put your own well-being at the heart of your priorities for your life? Every day, because you are a sparkling, shining point of light. And so today, all the lights are so wonderful that we see out there, but you could be a gorgeous, glowing example of hope and shine. Quietly affecting others with that shine in a subtle way. In the morning you can spread sparkling thoughts around your life and the world and plant seeds of light and love. we could think of the word glittering, so an incredible word. Make things shine and glitter with your thinking. And then naturally you'll go back again and again to water these seeds of light and love. And you'll do this, or you could teach yourself, encourage yourself to do this throughout the day. It will be a pure connection. There'll be no big heavy karmic account there. This is a subtle energy that lasts for eternity because it's you in your natural state forever, although the darkness comes and overwhelms us. The soul and the one above. This is the connection.
You spoke about touching hearts with the energy, the good feelings, and helping people feel comfortable and safe. I think I would need to be feeling really comfortable and safe myself. So what kind of thoughts do you have, or what practice do you have that builds up that certainty that allows you to feel safe in all situations?
Well, I think once you practice feeling these feelings and you look at your day and what's happening in your day and your interactions during the day, and you can see that you're not as daunted as you used to be, and that you seem to be able to feel more strength and faith in yourself than you ever used to have, then you can start to build up an inner power and inner strength.
And you spoke about dark and light being recorded on the soul. So how does that work? How are things recorded on the soul?
Okay.
What is the soul, and how do I create recordings?
So the soul is energy, and as we were talking just now, we're recording.
Okay.
And if you were to lose it and shout at me and squeak and squeal, I would be recording you doing that. And if I interacted by squeaking back and squealing, I would be recording that as well as my part. If I kept myself calm and you're squeaking and squealing, I would be helping to neutralize, because my part in that interaction would be calm, steady. I'd be using my power of thought, my power of light. Whereby, when we forget that, we would fight each other, or get upset with each other, or get depressed or fed up or rejected or whatever.
So how is it a recording then? How is it not that, like, tomorrow that's all past and it's like a fresh start?
No, it's still recorded until I record over it. It will come up again and again in interaction. It's this, you have to interact in life. You can't go and hide in a cave or something. You have to interact, and it says you interact, your energy of interaction will come out, and you would have interacted in a way that justified yourself or defended yourself. And if now you don't do that, you're recording over your part in that interaction.
So you have to consciously do something different, not just accidentally?
No, just consciously.
Okay.
Consciously.
So I suppose that's connected with when you said it's a subtle energy and it lasts for eternity.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means that the soul is energy. It's not physical. It's never destroyed. And the aim of Raj Yoga is to take us back to how we start off originally And we start off with sparkling energy, pure, fresh, friendly, happy connections, light-hearted, not necessarily soul conscious at that point, but at the same time pure intentions, pure energy, pure feelings, no feelings of hatred or dislike or discomfort, but comfortable in our physical bodies, comfortable with our surroundings. Whether we're rich or poor, it's got nothing to do with that. Whether we're clever or not clever, again, it's nothing to do with that. It's to do with our attitudes.
So when things sparkle, it's because they're reflecting light. So is it this kind of idea you talked about, the divine? So is it some connection that allows me to get in touch with?
Well, first of all, you have to know that you're a soul and that one's also a soul. And then if I'm curious or I wish to make that connection, I would be connecting with the purest energy. And it would be like touching my own original energies, which is quite hard for us to do alone. So I would be touching the purest energies, which would help me to become stronger in my form of light and to understand more about my form of light, but also to understand about others who maybe haven't started to think about their form of light, but it would stop me from being harsh or judging or in any way. Just have understanding, kindness, no matter what. Because through time we'll all come to understand that we are light, energy. And those relationships that we have now, we have possibly had for a long, long time, but they've gone into a different shift.
See, it just sounds so beautiful to be sparkling light, full of enthusiasm, glittering soul, connecting with the divine. There's nothing that's not appealing, that's not wonderful. So why does the soul become, or do I forget that I'm a glittering, sparkling soul and start to think I'm a body, and then every kind of heaviness and darkness and sadness that comes along with that. And then, even when I know the information of the soul, it's this kind of, it's a practice, isn't it? It's like, it's why we have to do talks. Why is it not just an instant, now I remember?
I know. That's in today's world, we like the quick, easy way. But you see, we've had a long journey, and on that journey, we have acted without understanding for a long time that we're the energy. And so we talked about recording. We have recorded so many things on the soul of defense and antagonism and challenge and and the winner and the loser, and we all wanted to always be the winner, no matter what it takes to be the winner. And so that comes up, and that is not the light. That is the old habits.
So I can still sort of resonate with the truth that I am a being of light, but I've got that recording to sort out before.
No, you don't have to
that, or?
Yeah, no, you'll sort it out as you do it.
Okay.
The minute you start to think in a slightly different way, even, you're recording slightly differently, and you're recording over the old recording. So even you hesitate for a few minutes and don't quite challenge, don't quite go there, you've changed. You've changed the attitude, you've changed the recording.
Just as you're speaking, it's given me a different sense of time. It's this thing that's talked about over and over about having the power right in this moment to make a new choice, a new recording.
Yeah.
But I'm too busy trying to get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I lose the moment.
You see, if I think in the past and bring the past stuff up, I cannot change that past stuff, so I have to go through that old recording. If I remember I'm in the present, and the past is coming in front of me, in the present I can change that energy. So, it's the power of now.
And you spoke about waking up with an attitude of possibilities and creativity. Do you have a sort of a bigger picture in mind, a higher aim than just today? And I know we're talking about being in the moment, being in the present, working from where you're at, but do you also hold some kind of bigger dream or something that keeps you motivated or enthuses you from time to time?
Well, as we go back, we say our energy can go back to its beginning. So the world also can go back to its beginning, to its fresh time, like a fresh start. If I can keep remembering that all the souls will go back to a happiness. So all is not, what we see when we look out just now, and it seems like, gosh, what we're going to do, it seems pretty heavy. But it won't. It's not that it doesn't have to stay like that. It will not stay like that. As we get lighter in our attitude, come to trust each other more, see each other more as being more equal to each other, see the goodness in each other, see the goodness of the self reflected in another, then change has to happen. As long as we're all defending ourselves and fighting and struggling and disliking and threatened by each other, then chaos will continue. But as long as we start to see things differently, then something different definitely comes out of the mix.
Well, I think I'd like to be part of that process.
Yeah.
Creating a bit of sparkle.
Yeah. Okay. So what's next? As we do some meditation. So we sit very comfortably and we keep our eyes open and focus on the centre of our foreheads. And even as best we can, we see ourselves as the soul in the centre of the forehead. That I am that sparkling energy. So in that moment in time, I have sparkling, shining, peaceful, loving, pure, reassuring, fresh energy. And I'm recording over whatever was there before this moment in time. So meditation is a very, very important part of the journey, because in meditation I can feel safe and relaxed, and in those moments, without any effort, I'm recording over the past. I am a soul, a very beautiful energy. Whatever my life circumstances, wherever my journey has taken me, I can go beyond the circumstances and become aware that in this second, in these precious moments, I'm a soul and I'm seeing the best of me, and I'm recording the best of me, and the best of me will go out into the world and touch the hearts of the people around me, maybe even people far away in the world. Which is the wonder of stillness, silence, meditation, the connection with the one above. If I look at my heart in an honest way, I didn't do this activity before. And so this is fresh. It's fresh, and it's fresh thinking, fresh attitudes, fresh energy, fresh connection with the highest soul. Very, very precious, and definitely allows my energy to sparkle and shine and be of enormous value to other souls of the world. Shanti.